Hello Digiworld, we are Team Digitamers. I am Jay.
And I'm Kelly.
And today we're actually going to do a first episode of Let's Talk. Today's episode for Let's Talk, we're going to talk about networking, building off of point of sales, helping players get to where they wish to be. So without further ado, we're going to kick it right over to our intro and get started.
Alright, so to start this off, networking. It is super important for this game, any game really. And whether you're an employee, a player at a local game store, or just a fan, trying to spread the word, have a positive attitude, it can go a long way. And being kind while playing falls with it. So networking is going to be a big part of this game.
Yeah, if we want to see this game grow to the levels of beyond Dragon Ball Super, or possibly catch up to Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, it's going to be a big thing. Promoting, having a positive attitude to the game. We all know in every card game there's always a little bit of saltiness somewhere that follows down the line. But if we can look past that as a community, we can actually make this game go further than what it really is now. We can go above and beyond of what it could be.
I agree.
All right, so along with networking, we're going to talk about demos to help the game grow in general. This goes out to LGSs, local game stores, or even just the community of players who are either competitive or casual. One of the things you could always do if you're inside an LGS and you always have someone coming to you that is interested in the game, who doesn't know the game but very interested into it, asking lots of questions. Whether you're a competitive player or a casual player, you could always have an extra deck ready. Just of, some crazy, unpopular cards, just a fun little deck with your favorite Digimons to go ahead and teach them how to play. Be like, hey, here's a 50 card deck, here's 4 Digitama cards, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to teach you how to score one-on-one. And again, that follows along with positive attitude. Positive attitude honestly can bring in a lot of things. So yeah, you could have potentially just flashy Digimon cards, or just an awesome deck to play that's really fun for people. And that falls underneath having a demo ready. All right?
Yeah, I agree. Having just a random deck pre-sleeved and ready to go, even if you're already hosting a casual tournament, it lets people be able to just walk in, just try to join and learn. Which, my next point goes off of both of those, is spreading the word. Having a deck ready can help spread the word to anybody that just is new to a store, wants to walk in because they're bored. And whether you work at the game store as an ambassador or you're playing for fun, it goes a long way coming from us rather than these employees to get the word out there. Because the more people that know about the game, the more popular it is, and we have a lot more potential at that rate.
Yeah, definitely. And to follow up with that one, we're going to go ahead and talk a little about of helping players get to where they want to be. Now, this topic didn't come directly from me, and I can't remember exactly off my top of my head who it came from. But if you do watch this video, thank you. You know who you are, because that line was taken exactly from you. Which is, what we're trying to say is, all of us who come into a brand new game, we start off as casual players. We don't start off as competitive players, however you want to see it. For example, if you're brand new to Pokemon, and let's say Pokemon just started or something like that, it's brand new. You don't know what's going on, who's where, what. Like, we know the Japanese meta, but we don't know what English meta is going to be, because it's always different. It doesn't make a difference of what card game you play. For some reason, the meta is always different that route. So, what we're going to talk about here is with casual and competitive crowds. So, at some point in time throughout our careers, either in Pokemon, Dragon Ball Super, or even Magic the Gathering, we did start off casual. And obviously, we learned from competitive players. That's how we got to where we're at today. And it's going to be the same boat for Digimon as well. You're going to start off as a casual player, you're going to work your way up again. And that's running with small decks that are just fun to play, that can get someone to come in here with their Digimon and not having to worry about the current meta. And that's where we see an issue with Super right now, is actually the meta is so power creeped, is the best way to explain it, that it's hard to get new players in. It really is. And I'm not going to actually blame that too much on Bandai or anything like that. I'm going to blame it on us as players. We have competitive decks. Getting someone new into a game that has power creep and they don't have money to access those cards, it gets hard.
Yeah.
Because we don't give up our cards because, again, money, it's pricey. But we can also, as players, we have the power to keep this to a bare minimum. What do you think?
Yeah, essentially, when we start this, we're all starting fresh. So I think as these new players come in, we've got to remember that we were once in those shoes. We can't be competitive all the time. We do have to take the time and take into consideration that they're not as into it yet as we currently could be. So we have to take some time and get them where we will be, because it's going to take time. So I think taking a minute to help them get where they want to be in the game, just like we needed help from each other, is going to be a big part of this game as well. We need to be in this together.
Yep, and that's where we come in as a community. It takes LGSs, it takes us, the community, us as the people. LGS promote the game, get people in, us players, we play the game. We teach new players how to play the game. We could potentially have this game set up to be kind of like Pokemon Magic the Gathering, where we have 3 different tiers. We have junior, seniors, and masters.
Which essentially is what it will end up being when we get a little further in, until
if us as
it
the
becomes
players
official.
do it. So with that being said, into our first episode of Let's Talk, we're going to let you guys leave a comment below. Tell us what you guys want to talk about in our next video when we do episode 2. And also just discuss based on this. Let's see what you guys think about it. But until then, see ya.
Peace.